Within Nova Scotia's diverse communities, there is a vibrant Guyanese presence, which brings its flavors and rhythms and traditions of a distant homeland. Every March 6th, Guyanese worldwide celebrate and commemorate their independence. And today, we're honored to have representatives from the Ghanaian Association of Nova Scotia here in the studio. Joining us today is Elizabeth and Dennis, here to share the plans of this year's celebration here in Nova Scotia. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you guys.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to learn about the organization and the association, and I guess it's been months in planning in terms of, I'm not sure how many you're planning for, how big the event is, and we'll get into all of that. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Yes, my name is Elizabeth Nkrumah, the president of the Ghanaian Association of Nova Scotia.
Lovely.
And my name is Dennis Agblor. I'm the director of business development, Ghanaian Association of Nova Scotia.
Lovely. Okay, so tell me a little bit about the history, the beginnings of.
Right. So the association started in the 90s, and it started with students who moved here in Nova Scotia coming together to form what they call the Ghanaian Canadian Friendship Club.
Yes.
And then in 2000, we changed the name to the Ghanaian Association of Nova Scotia.
Nice, which is a kind of broad sense of
Yes.
collective.
Yes.
How do you come in to play with this, right? Because I think you're probably one of the new members coming on.
Yes,
no?
absolutely.
Okay.
So I think the goal of the association is to cater to the needs of especially the youth of the Ghanaian population in Nova Scotia, because a lot of them find themselves very isolated when they do get here. So the goal, one of our primary goals of the association is to
welcome them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Make them feel at home.
Exactly.
Right.
Just make them feel as if they are back home in Ghana. So
do you find that that's a hard transition coming from, a place you grew up and love, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then coming here to something that is all new and foreign. Can you share a little bit about what that feels like?
It does give you a cultural shock.
Yes.
And so it's always nice to have support, especially within the community, to know once you hear somebody on the other side that speaks the language that you speak, you're more at home in a distant land. And so that's one of the things that we try to do, to let people know that the association is here. You can count on us, and we can support you.
Nice. I love that. I love it, because I don't know what that feels like. I think I did an internship some years ago and just felt really homesick and wanted to get back. But I was still enjoying where I was at.
Right.
But how do you come into a community, right? And is there a main point of connection? Like, how do you guys know when they're coming?
Yeah, so we do get people calling us because we have our Facebook page and then our Instagram page that has contacts for the executives. And so if you're coming to Nova Scotia and you reach out to us, we do connect. And then from airports right down to wherever you're going, we try to make you feel at home.
Oh, I love it. it. Okay, tell us a little bit about, the significance of the Ghanaian Independence Day and the importance of, the Ghanaian community in Nova Scotia.
Yeah, absolutely. So the importance of the Independence Day celebrations is to remind Ghanaians of the struggle for independence, especially played by Kwame Nkrumah, the struggles he had to go through personally, from his personal life and from his political career, and to just let Ghanaians know how far we've come.
Right.
And because it's important to learn from the past and not to dwell too much in it, because obviously there were some things that happened which we are not really proud of, but there are lessons in there to be learned. And we just want Ghanaians to know that we can learn from those things in order to make our lives better today.
Enrich, right, absolutely. And it kind of reminds me of our stories, African Nova Scotians as well, that we were here, put in a land where we weren't supposed to survive and thrive now, and cultivating the land and having businesses and, interacting in a healthy perspective. Yes, the struggles are real. Yes, the stories are real. So thank you for sharing that and putting this association together, because I know it's definitely bringing a lot of comfort to people.
Yes.
Anything that you want to add to that, Elizabeth?
I just also like to say that Ghana used to be called the Gold Coast.
The Gold Coast?
Yes,
Okay,
because when the British came to Ghana, they found a lot of gold.
Okay.
And they stayed. They did a lot of trade. Some of the trades we're proud of, some of them we're not, especially the transatlantic slave trade issues that we're not so proud of. But Ghana was one of the main ports or centers for the trades. And so we do have a lot of castles and forts that were left behind. That's colonization left behind, we would say. And so to know that now we're all on our own and are free to make our decisions, we do celebrate.
We
do want to celebrate. And we know that people back home in Ghana will be celebrating. So why not celebrate here as well? So that is why we're hoping to bring a bit of home to Nova Scotia.
I love it. I love it. So share some of the traditions and some of the rituals associated with the Ghanaian Independence Day. Let's hear about some of that.
Right. So back home there would be a parade on the very day, and the parade, a full parade.
I need to go
and so those are like hours of people showcasing different cultures, different groups coming and parading, and the presidents will be there.
Nice.
And then after that, there will be a parade for the students as well. There'll be a march for them. And then definitely the rest of it is just party. Okay. Great parties. Listen, we throw the best parties.
Get to the party.
Yes.
We'll get into all of the dates and the times. So I just want to learn more about the history. I think it's fascinating, to have you guys sitting in the studio and sharing your culture with us. And then we get to show up and support that. How do you find, or how do you encourage, the rest of the community or HRM to come out and support, this celebration?
Yeah, so that's actually a good question. We do understand that people are very busy. Yeah. People have busy lives, especially when you get here, whether it's school, whether you're working. It's important to do whatever you have to do, but you also need to make time and just get together with people who you share a connection with. So it's important for Ghanaians to come out and do celebrate, because if we were back home, we wouldn't work on.
Hey, you wouldn't be sleeping either.
Exactly. We wouldn't be sleeping either. It would be 24/7, partying, just eating, just celebrating. So we do encourage Ghanaians to do come out,
right?
Whether old or young. We just want you to come out and just
And I think it's also we're saying that it also is a learning opportunity for those of us who are not Ghanaian.
Exactly.
Right? We come out, we get to take it all in. I'll be like a little girl in the candy store, taking it all in, and trying to learn, right? Yeah. I have some Nigerian friends, I have some Ghanaian friends, and learning their recipes and traditional dishes. I love it, right? I'm a foodie, I can take it in. Yeah. But now to see this a step up, right? Yeah. Like to see the color. I'm sure you guys are all in color and your flags and do we have drums? Like what's
absolutely, absolutely. So for this year, for instance, we've tried to get recognition from the city.
Okay.
And so the mayor is going to be part of our celebration. So on the 6th of March, which is Wednesday, we're going to have a flag raising.
Okay. This
and
is in the parade square?
That's in the parade square.
Okay,
and we're hoping to get more people to come out, join us in getting this History Day commemorated. And so we encourage everyone to come, whether you're Ghanaian or not. It's at 8:30.
Okay.
And so get it done, and then you could go back to your daily chores or activity for the day.
So 8:30 a.m.?
8:30 a.m.
Okay. Nice.
Flag raising on the 6th of March. And then on the 7th, we will be having, we'll be promoting the businesses in our community.
Okay.
We do have a few individuals who are bringing a bit of home here in the businesses that they do. So we will be kind of advertising and encouraging folks to patronize our own. And then also we'll have a food challenge.
Okay.
And so we're encouraging the community to cook whatever Ghanaian meal that you love and post and share that. And then we will judge and people will get a prize for cooking a very authentic Ghanaian dish.
Okay, well, maybe next year I can join into that once I learn from the professionals. How about if I would invite you guys back to do a dish on the show? Would that be great?
Oh, why not?
Okay, I'm here for it all day. So we'll come back and we'll get some recipes or a recipe to do whatever the traditional dish. What is the traditional dish? Actually, let me ask that question. Is there many?
It's a very long list.
Well, give us a few.
Okay, so the popular ones are obviously wache, jollof rice,
right?
Fufu, bangkung. I think these are the top four.
Top four. Yeah. Okay. So it depends on who's cooking and how well it is, right?
Exactly.
and also because Ghana has so many ethnic ethnicities, right? And so there's so many cultures even within the country itself, and so many different meals from various regions of the country. And so if you travel from south to north, you're definitely having to taste different things as you go along. Yes.
Okay. When you all going back to Canada? I need to get in the suitcase.
Whenever you're ready.
No, and you know what? It fascinates me because we're connected, but we don't know how deep this goes. But just to be able to take a trip and see, right? See our people, right? Like I travel, but I see people that I would say, oh, that looks like so-and-so from our community, right?
Yeah.
But they're from everywhere.
True.
I people watch when I'm, in the midst of traveling. But it's beautiful to see our own people in their Black accents and their beauty. Right. Mm-hmm. So enough about me. So let's hear more about the event.
Right.
Like, let's talk to the people.
Right. And on Friday, which is the 8th of March, we're hoping to have a volleyball competition between Ghana and Nigeria. When Nigeria had their
I already know.
Yes, so when Nigeria had their week, they did invite us to cook jollof.
Nice.
And so we had a jollof competition between Ghana and Nigeria. Okay. And I proudly say that Ghana won. And so this time we're inviting them to a game, and we're hoping that Ghana wins again.
Right. Is there a trophy? Is there bragging rights?
There will be a trophy, and then there will also be prizes for the people who participate in the game as well. Just to bring us all together. Nigeria is not very close to Ghana, but we're so close because we're very competitive with each other.
And you're having fun with it, right?
Yes.
So what is this at a sport arena? Which arena would this be at?
Yes, it will be at the school in Bedford, Bedford South Elementary. That's where we're having the volleyball. And then on Saturday, which is the 9th, we're 4 days. Yes. Oh Lord. Yes.
You meant it in a party. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right. So on Saturday, which is March 9th at 5 p.m. at the St. Mary's Boat Club, we will be having what we called the Ghanaian Kente dinner dance.
Kente
dinner dance? Kente dinner dance. And Kente is very authentic to Ghana.
Right.
And it's a fabric that is hand woven.
Yes.
And so we're encouraging everyone to come if you have a touch of Kente. But if you don't, we still have Kente pieces at the door.
Okay.
So once you get in, we'll give whatever you're dressed in, we'll give you a touch of Kente to go with your outfit.
I love it. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to make the event because I'm already intrigued, and I've never done it before.
That would be
to
nice.
Participate in this regard to celebrate and commemorate you guys. Yes. For us, it's Emancipation Day.
Yes.
That we do in the beginning of August, August 1st. Sorry. But I would love to take this in. So now, what do we say to our young people to get them there? I'm looking at you, Dennis.
I would say they should come out.
Yes.
It's very important for them to be actively part of the community. We do want them to come out. So I'll be expecting the young folks. If you can't make it to the flag raising, I do want to see you guys on Saturday because there'll be a lot of food, music, meet people, make new friends, just have fun.
Nice. Yeah. I do have a few more questions before we kind of round up the show. Are there any specific challenges or opportunities that the Guyanese community face in Nova Scotia, and how does the association address them?
Okay, so because we're all over the place,
Right.
as people coming from Ghana within Nova Scotia, right? And so unlike the historic communities where you could go to North Person
Right,
or East Person
yeah.
and find the people, we're all over the place.
Right.
And so trying to get people to come together has been a challenge.
Right.
And
Good
so we're trying to find various means to let people know that the association is there, and trying to find people basically, because you meet someone, say at Mary's African Cuisine, and they've been here for like 5 years, and they're not part of the association, and I'm like, where have you been? Right? So trying to get people together has been a challenge, and we hope that as time goes on, through community updates, people get to find out about the association, get connected, bring talents, because our events, we're always looking for talents, right? And so we want everybody to get involved and know that the association is there.
I love this. I maybe have a permanent smile on my face, but it's happy to know that we're coming to celebrate. I said last night at the gala, we were talking about that before the show. I can't wait for summer to come because it brings us all back out again, right?
Yes.
And then I get to see all the colorful people. I didn't mean to say that insulting, but it's great for us when we get together. We're always celebrating everything and anything, right? So, how long does it take you guys? I don't know if I asked this question, but how long does it take you to plan such an event?
Well, we started December.
Yeah, we did,
Yeah, we started in December in 2023, trying to put things together. It's not easy planning an event for a few days, but we're hoping for the best.
Right. Yeah. So aside from the mayor of the city, is there any other partnerships, collaborations that would vary? Whatever you need from us, we're willing to come on. Like, do we have some collaborations?
With the Nigerian community for once, and then also I did reach out to the Liberian community, and we're hoping to reach more people. And also we've reached out to the United African Canadian Women's Association. Okay. Just because we have a diverse number of women with African background in that community. So.
Okay, lovely. And so would there be an event for the little children?
We family oriented, right?
Yes.
So all ages?
All ages.
Really?
All ages.
But there will be a play and
a stage play?
Yes, we will. Yes, we will be having kids performing. So.
Really gotta go. Yeah. Well, I love theater, right? I love anything that we can bring to life and tell our stories creatively, right? So who is directing that?
Currently it's me.
Okay. You say that so shy.
I kind of finesse the script a little bit. So,
okay. Yeah. Is this based on a true story?
Yes.
It's based on Ghanaian history.
Okay.
So,
I love it. Yeah. I love it.
We're gonna have a mini Nkrumah and all that.
Okay. So. Tell them again to come out to the event.
Please do come out. I want to see you there.
Absolutely. Okay. One more question. How would you describe your relationship with the members of the broader Nova Scotia community? And how can they participate and support your Independence Day?
Well, I would say personally, I think we do have a good relationship with them. For instance, was it 2 days ago, I got invited, our association got invited to the Halifax Black Film Festival.
Nice. How did you find that?
It was good. Okay. It was actually good. It was 2 movies.
Yes.
And I got to meet a lot of people, make new connections. And I would say so far, we do have sound and support in Halifax right here. So it's kind of like we are gradually incorporating and integrating ourselves into the broader community here in Halifax.
No, love it. Are we documenting this and filming this celebration at all?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then back home, people will get to see it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I love it. You thought of everything. Okay. So what final words that I can ask you to share with the community of yourself or of Ghana that we may not know? Is that a big question?
No.
Sorry.
That's good. Well, I would say that we're connected.
Yes.
In every shape and form, especially with African Nova Scotians here. I do always tell my African Nova Scotian friends that you're from Ghana, and I could tell because right, because most of the slave trade happened in Ghana.
Yes.
And so we're all very connected.
Yes.
And so we would encourage everyone to come out. And if you know Ghanaians, we're very hospitable people.
Yes.
And so you will enjoy spending some time with us and getting to know us. And we'll do the same. We will come to your events too.
Absolutely.
So,
well, I seen you at the birthday party over the weekend.
in East
and we
Preston.
met on the dance floor.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sorry. I enjoy people. I enjoy conversation.
Yeah.
Looking forward, what are your hopes or aspirations for the Ghanaian community for the years to come as we keep building upon these celebrations?
That's a good question. Our hopes obviously is to get very big and very inclusive. We do want participation from the broader community, because although we will have some people coming to the events, I don't think there will be a real representation of the number of Ghanaians here in Halifax and Nova Scotia as a whole. So, and I think one of the other goals for us is to try and have representatives in the different cities here in Nova Scotia, because it's a Nova Scotian association. Sometimes it does feel like it's a Ghanaian Halifax association.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the people in Cape Breton and all the other places do get left out. So that's our.
But we got time to get there, right?
We do have time, exactly. So
and we build, right?
process.
We build community.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I do hope, again, you take me up on my offer and come back and cook a meal and a dish.
Yes.
And we can talk about the history behind all of that.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
This was Elizabeth and Dennis providing insight into what we can anticipate and expect here in Nova Scotia as the Ghanaians worldwide celebrate their Independence Day. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon and receive notifications whenever we're posting new content. Feel free to email us about your upcoming events and or activities that you like the community to know about. I'm Nicole Johnson. We'll see you next time.